morning student. Welcome to the class. I am teaching you chapter number 6, circulatory system. I am explaining you about the types of blood cells. Dear student, in previous class, I explained you about red blood cell. The first I have explained is red blood cells, also known as RBCs. We also call them erythrocytes, a type of blood cells that is made in the bone marrow and found in blood. Red blood cells contain a protein called hemoglobin, which carries oxygen from the lungs to all parts of the body. Then white blood cells. We commonly call them WBC. WBCs. They are also known as leukocytes, are the cells of the immune system that are involved in protecting the body against both infectious diseases and foreign invader. Foreign invaders are bacteria, virus. All WBCs are produced and derived from multipotent cells in the bone marrow. WBCs have nuclei and they are classified in a standard way. Two pairs of broadcast categories classify them either by structure that I have explained you, granulocytes and agranulocytes, and by cell lineage, which you have learned more in the senior classes. These broadcast categories can be further divided into 5 types, 5 main types. First, neutrophils, eosinophil, basophils, lymphocytes and monocytes. Now, today I am going to explain you about platelets. Platelets are tiny cell fragments that are found within our blood. They originate in the bone marrow as pinched off pieces of larger cells. Platelets are neither smooth nor round, but are shaped more like paper that has been ripped into tiny bits. They spended much of their time cruising through the blood streams alongside their red and white blood cells counterparts. The primary responsibility of the platelet is to stop the bleeding when there is an injury to the body. A barrier called a blood clot must to be formed to seal the wound, just like a leaking pipe must be plugged. A damaged blood vessels must be blocked so that there is no excessive blood loss. Dear children, do you know how the platelet works? Now, I am going to explain you by telling you that when you got a cut in your skin, or when your skin is broken and the blood is escaping through that opening. So it is understood that there has been damage to some blood vessels because the blood is coming out, since the blood is bleeding. Now what you cannot see is that an emergency signal has been sent out in your blood streams. This is when the platelets spring into action. When the cut occurs, signals are sent through the blood streams, signifying cells of the trauma. Platelets in the blood releases chemicals that notifying other platelets nearby to become activated or sticky. At the same time, other clotting factors are at work. A protein in blood has been active as well. These strands cover the wound and create a web. It is a similar situations to hair clogging a drain. You have seen a drain is clogged by the hairs of the peoples. Now, lesser bloods can escape because it is clogged. Now, what happened? But the platelet still need to finish their jobs. The activated platelets continue to arrive to the blood streams. They stick together and become caught in the web. The RBCs, that is red blood cells, became trapped as well. Now, imagine the drain which is clogged with the hairs. If you added bits of paper on the top of the hairs, what will happen? Whatever the leakage is there, whatever the water of the drain is there, cannot be go other side if it is blocked with the hairs and the papers are on it. It would most certainly creates a totally blocked drain. The sticky platelets are now complete its good bleeding up the wounds. As they continue to clump together, they form complete barrier. This barrier is known as the blood clot. So, platelets makes the blood clot to complete its function. Thank you, students.